Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another very important topic of HTML graphics, that is gradient. So we will see how we can create a gradient or how to fill a rectangle shape or any other shape with the help of gradient color. Those who don't know what is gradient, let me tell you, when you blend more than two colors in order to create some new color, then in that case we will use gradient method or gradient. So that thing is known as gradient color. Okay, so in order to create a gradient color, we would need a createLinearGradient method of JavaScript that will help us to create a gradient on Canvas API. Okay, so in this session we will discuss how we can create that, what all possible values we are supposed to pass there. Okay, and these all things we will discuss, like exactly what is linear gradient method, create linear gradient method, and how we can use it. But before we start the discussion, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be very easy for you to understand the ongoing topic. But for time being, we are just focusing on what? Gradient part. Clear? Fine. Alright, now if you look at the code is straightforward. Here we have just noted down one title in the head section, heading in the body. So that's it, right? Now everything we are going to write from the scratch. So if I show you the output of current code, you will see like it is coming like this, HTML by Sharmit. Now what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to create a simple rectangle where we will fill it with gradient color. Okay, so for that let's put heading here. So I'll write h2. Heading would be create linear gradient method. Okay, so this is the topic, create linear gradient method. Now to use this method we would need one canvas, because on canvas only like we are going to draw the linear gradient method. So for that let me add the canvas here. Here we will put the width, height and ID. So I'll put ID as canvas 1, width as 600 pixels, height as 300 pixel. Okay, ID, width, height, and then the next thing is border, because if you don't apply border it will show nothing here. Okay, so let me add style attribute, then border. Here we will mention 5 pixel, solid black. Now you can save it and refresh it. So after a refresh you will see that we are having this what we can say the canvas. Okay, and don't get confused, this is not the shape. Okay, because we were talking about the rectangle. So this is not although it is a rectangle shape of canvas, but it is not the shape that we have drawn, right? So this is just a page, or you can say this is just a sheet where we are going to draw the things. Clear? Now on this sheet or this canvas we are going to create a gradient. Okay, so let me go to the script part then, because we need script. So here I'll write script. In a script what we will do, we will mention, firstly let's connect this canvas with the script. So for that we will write here where c equal document dot get element by id, and here we will pass the id as canvas 1. Okay, now we will connect the ctx. So we'll write here ctx equal c dot get context. So these are the things that we are doing for a very long time, right? In every session, in every canvas related session we are doing this thing. So what this line will do, it will connect the canvas with this script, and this will provide us all the required okay, I think something we have missing here, it should be 2D. So what it will do, it will provide all 2-dimensional tool that we can use to create a 2D shapes. Fine, so this is till the basic. Now after this we are going to talk about the createLinearGradient method. Okay, so let me put it here. Firstly we will create linear-gradient method. Okay, or not method, createLinearGradient. So firstly, like this is the comment. If we are using JavaScript, so the comment should be /. So this is the comment. Now after this comment we are going to use the createLinearGradient method, and that method accepts 4 parameters, where the first parameter will represent the x coordinate of the start point, second will represent y coordinate of the start point, third will represent the what we can say the x coordinate of endpoint, and fourth will represent the y coordinate of the endpoint. Clear? Along with this createLinearGradient method, we are also going to use another method, that is addColorStop. This method is mainly used to add the color stops, and the possible value would be line between 0 to 1. I'll tell you how we can use it, but just keep it in mind that we are going to use another method, which is addColorStop. Okay, so let's see how we can create the gradient. So to create the gradient, firstly you need to write here const, which is for constant. Okay, then you can put here grad, which is nothing but a name I given, grad, then ctx dot. Now we will write the function, which is create linear gradient. So this is the method. Here we will put all the values. For example, I want to put 0, 0, 200, not 100. It should be 280, 0. Now some of you might be thinking like, from where did I get these values? So I just just did some research and I found these values. So you can also try by your own, like either you can do hit and try, like you can just give some values and then you can try. But as I mentioned, like this is the starting point of x coordinate, starting point of y coordinate, then ending point of x coordinate and ending point of y coordinate. Clear? So this is the thing. Now what it will do, it will just create a gradient. Now we will add the color stop for the gradient. So for that we will use here grad dot add color stop. One very important thing I want to tell you here, JavaScript is completely case sensitive, so make sure that you are writing everything in the same way. If I am writing add with small a, you have to write it in small a. If I am writing color with capital C, you also supposed to write color in capital. Clear? Now here in this method you are supposed to provide value as an offset and the color. So for example, in the offset, if I am using 0, so what it will do, it will consider this 0 as a starting. So it will start the starting portion. We are going to set the color for starting portion. So let me put it like this, light blue. Okay, light blue, light blue. Clear? So this is the first thing. Then we will add another one, grad dot add color stop. This time I am going to put 0.5, which will be considered as a middle area. Okay, so yellow. Then we will write grad dot add color stop 1, which is ending area, then comma, and then we will put dark blue. Okay, now you can save it, and after that we will so far, like we have just created the gradient and we have added the stop color. Now it's time to create one shape and fill it with gradient. So for that I will put one comment here, fill rectangle with gradient, and gradient is already ready. Okay, so let me show you. We will just quickly write the rectangle part because we have already discussed it in detail. So ctx dot fill style. Here instead of color we will just put the variable which we created, a gradient, grad, and then we will write ctx dot fill rect and the values. So value would be 10 comma 280 comma 130. Okay, so after adding all these information, there is no need to write a stroke because we are already using the fill rect, so no need. So we are ready with this code. Now you can save it and let's see if everything is okay or not. So once I refreshed, you will see that it is showing this thing, light blue in the beginning because we have added the stop color as 0 for light blue, then yellow in the middle, so 0.5 area is covering as a yellow, and then the third one is 1 for dark blue, so it is showing dark blue. Now let's say if I want to add red instead of this, so I can put simply red here. Okay, save it and refresh it. So now you can see it is coming like a red. Okay, so this is up to you how you are going to create it. Okay, let me try one more thing. If I write something here as brown, will it work? Instead of 0, we will make it as 0.25. Save it, refresh it. So now you can see there is a slightly brown color. So from you can put any value 0 to 1 and accordingly it will create the gradient for you. So you can see now the color has been blended in order to create a new color. So that is called gradient, and this thing we have created with the help of createLinearGradient method. Clear? So I hope this session is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.